We are at stage 4, paragraph page 310. Okay, and our last headword was did, new word type of lesson. Okay, so let's start with our revision. Ready? Okay, so first question. Do you get pocket money each week? Do you get pocket money each week? Yes, I get pocket money each week. Each week. Very good. What do you buy with your pocket money? What do you buy with your pocket money? I buy candies with my pocket money. Very good. Do parents sometimes stop a child's pocket money if the child is very naughty? Do the parents sometimes stop a child's pocket money if the child is very naughty? Yes, parents sometimes stop a child's pocket money if the child is very naughty. What are you eating? Very good. Okay, next. What's the opposite of the verb remember? What's the opposite of the verb remember? The opposite of the verb remember is forget. Very good. Do you forget things a lot? Do you forget things a lot? Yes or no? No, I don't forget things a lot. Do you ever forget to bring your book to school with you? Do you ever forget to bring your book to school with you? Yes or no? No, I never forget to bring my book to school with me. Are we nearly at the end of the lesson? Are we nearly at the end of the lesson? Yes or no? No, we aren't nearly at the end of the lesson. Are you nearly tall enough to touch the top of the door? Are you nearly tall enough to touch the top of the door? No, I'm not nearly tall enough to touch the top of the door. Is it nearly your birthday? Is it nearly your birthday? No, it isn't nearly my birthday. Nearly my birthday. Very good. Is it nearly time to have lunch or dinner? Is it nearly time to have dinner? No, it isn't nearly time to have dinner. No, it isn't nearly time to have dinner. No, it isn't nearly time to have dinner. Very good. Okay, next. Was I at this school 50 years ago? Was I at this school 50 years ago? No, you weren't at this school 50 years ago. Were you here 100 years ago? Were you here 100 years ago? No, I wasn't here 100 years ago. 100 years ago. Okay, next. Was she in the corridor during the last lesson? Was she in the corridor during the last lesson? No, she wasn't in the corridor during the last lesson. She was in the classroom. Okay, was that picture on the floor last lesson? Was that picture on the floor last lesson? No, that picture wasn't on the floor last lesson. It's on the wall. Were we at the North Pole yesterday? Were we at the North Pole yesterday? No, we weren't at the North Pole yesterday. Very good. Were they outside in the street last lesson? Were they outside in the street last lesson? No, they weren't outside in the street last lesson. They were inside the building. Okay, what does the word fast mean? What does the word fast mean? The word fast means the same as quick, the same as quick, and quickly. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Charlie's a fast runner. Charlie runs fast. Do you eat fast? Do you eat fast? Yes, I eat fast. Of these three animals, which do you think is the fastest swimmer? A penguin, a frog, or a polar bear? Of these three animals, which do you think is the fastest swimmer? A penguin, a frog, or a polar bear? Of those three animals, I think a penguin is the fastest swimmer. Very good. Okay, next. Put your right hand over your head. Put your right hand over your head. What are you doing? I'm putting my right hand over my head. Over my head. Very good. Where's the ceiling? Where's the ceiling? The ceiling's over our heads. What's over this building? What's over this building? The skies over this building. Do you think you can jump over this table with your feet together? Do you think you can jump over this table with your feet together? No, I don't think I can jump over that table with my feet together. Okay, put your right hand over your left eye. What are you doing? I'm putting my right hand over my left eye. When do you put your hand over your mouth? When do you put your hand over your mouth? I put my hand over my mouth when I sneeze or cough. Where's my left hand? Where's my left hand? Your left hand's over the table. Where's my right hand? Where's my right hand? Your right hand's over the pen. Where's my left hand now? Where's my left hand now? Your left hand's on the table now. Where's my right hand now? Where's my right hand now? Your right hand's over the pen now. Why do we say my right hand's over the pen? Why do we say my right hand's over the pen? We say your right hand's over the pen because it's covering the pen completely. Okay, what happens if we give our pets too much food to eat every day? What happens if we give our pets too much food to eat every day? If we give our pets too much food to eat every day, they get fat. Are you fatter than your mother? Are you fatter than your mother? No, I'm not fatter than my mother. I'm thinner than my mother. Very good. Who's the thinnest child in this picture? Who's the thinnest child in this picture? Max is the thinnest child in that picture. Do people fall over a lot when there's snow on the ground? Do people fall over a lot when there's snow on the ground? Yes, people fall over a lot when there's snow on the ground. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're turning over a page in your book. Okay, what's the past tense of the verb to do? What's the past tense of the verb to do? The past tense of the verb to do is did. Who generally does the washing up in your family? Your mom or your dad? Who generally does the washing up in your family? Your mom or your dad? My dad generally does the washing up in my family. Who did the washing up yesterday evening? Who did the washing up yesterday evening? My mom did the washing up yesterday evening. Who did the shopping at the supermarket last weekend? And who did the shopping at the supermarket last weekend? My mom did the shopping at the supermarket last weekend. Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new work. Okay, repeat idea. Very good. Okay, listen. Idea. Okay. It's better idea to cut a paper with scissors. It's a good idea to carry tissue in my pocket when I have a cold. Okay, to carry tissue in my pocket when I have a cold. Okay, very good. Okay, is it a good idea to cross the road without looking for traffic? Is it a good idea to cross the road without looking for traffic? No, it isn't a good idea to cross the road without looking for traffic. It's a very bad idea. Is it better idea to cut paper with a knife or with scissors? Is it a better idea to cut paper with a knife or with scissors? It's a better idea to cut paper with scissors. Why? Why? Because it's safer. When is it a good idea to carry tissue in your pocket? When is it a better idea to carry tissue in your pocket? It's a good idea to carry tissue in my pocket when I have a cold. When I have a cold. Very good. Okay, next. Repeat both of us. Both of you. Both of them. Okay, listen. We can say both chairs and both people, but we cannot say both them. We must say both of them. We cannot say both us or both you. We must say both of us or both of you. Let's practice. Which is it right to say? Both us or both of us? Which is it right to say? Both us or both of us? It's right to say both of us. Are both of you sitting? Are both of you sitting? Yes, both of us are sitting. Very good. Have both of them got shoes on their feet? Have both of them got shoes on their feet? Yes, both of them have got shoes on their feet. Are both of us speaking English? Are both of us speaking English? Yes, both of us are speaking English. Okay, very good. Next, repeat. Understand. Repeat. Pardon. Pardon. Very good. Okay, listen. I understand more or less everything you say during the lesson. If you ask me a question but I don't hear it very well, I can ask you to repeat it. Let's practice. Do you think some animals can understand us when we speak? Do you think some animals can understand us when we speak? Yes or no? Yes, I think some animals can understand us when we speak. Very good. Which animals? Which animals? The dog and the cat. Okay. Do you understand more or less everything I say during the lesson? Do you understand more or less everything I say during the lesson? Yes, I understand more or less everything you say during the lesson. Very good. If I ask you a question but you don't hear it very well, what can you do? If I ask you a question and you don't hear it very well, what can you do? If you ask me a question and I don't hear it very well, I can ask you to repeat it. What do you say to me? What do you say to me? I say, pardon? Can you repeat the question, please? Very good. Next, repeat hard, soft. Very good. Okay, listen, my hand isn't hard, it's soft. The shell of an egg is hard. Let's practice. Is my hand hard? Is my hand hard? No, your hand isn't hard. It's soft. Is the floor soft? Is the floor soft? No, the floor isn't soft. It's hard. Is the shell of an egg hard or soft? Is the shell of an egg hard or soft? The shell of an egg is hard. Okay, very good. Next, repeat. There was. Very good. There were. Excellent. Okay, listen. There was a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago. There were some children in this room last week. Let's practice. Is there a picture on that wall? Is there a picture on that wall? Yes, there's a picture on that wall. Was there a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago? Was there a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago? Yes, there was a picture on that wall 3 lessons ago. Were there any children in this room last week? Were there any children in this room last week? Yes, there were some children in that room last week. Was there an elephant in this room yesterday? Was there an elephant in this room yesterday? No, there wasn't an elephant in this room yesterday. Were there any pictures on the floor last lesson? Were there any pictures on the floor last lesson? No, there weren't any pictures on the floor last lesson. Okay, so now let's talk about past tense of regular verbs. Okay, repeat regular. Did you walk? Yes, I walk. No, I did not walk. Okay, listen. With some verbs, we make the past tense by adding the letters ed. These verbs are called regular verbs. For example, I walked to school yesterday, or I walked to school yesterday. The past tense of walk is walked. We add ed to make the past tense. There are many regular verbs. For example, the past of wait is waited. The past of sneeze is sneezed. The past of finish is finished. Okay, now let's practice. How do we make the past tense of regular verbs? How do we make the past tense of regular verbs? We make the past tense of regular verbs by adding the letters ed. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. Walk. I generally walk to school. I walked to school yesterday. Very good. Did Kate play a computer game with Sophie yesterday? Did Kate play a computer game with Sophie yesterday? Yes, Kate played a computer game with Sophie yesterday. Did Charlie and Dan chat with their friends yesterday? Did Charlie and Dan chat with their friends yesterday? Yes, Charlie and Dan chatted with their friends yesterday. Did your mother look after you when you were a baby? Did your mother look after you when you were a baby? Yes, my mother looked after me when I was a baby. Who did you talk to at breakfast this morning? Who did you talk to at breakfast this morning? I talked to my family at breakfast this morning. When you were a very little child, did your mom help you to get up, to get dressed? When you were very little, did your mom help you to get dressed? Yes, when I was very little, my mom helped me to get dressed. Did you enjoy last holiday? Did you enjoy your last holiday? Yes, I enjoyed my last holiday. Did you remember to brush your teeth last night? Did you remember to brush your teeth last night? Yes, I remember to brush my teeth last night. Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Did you move any parts of your body during the last lesson? Yes, I moved some parts of my body during the last lesson. Very good. Okay. Next, listen. We only add ed in the positive to make the questions. To put the word did before the verb, but we do not add ed. For example, did you work yesterday? To make a negative sentence, we put did not before the verb. For example, no, I did not work yesterday. The contraction of did not is didn't. So we can say I didn't work yesterday. So let's practice. Did I ask you 1,000 questions last lesson? Did I ask you 1,000 questions last lesson? No, you didn't ask me 1,000 questions last lesson. Did last lesson end at 9 o'clock this in the evening? Did last lesson end at 9 o'clock in the evening? No, last lesson didn't end at 9 o'clock in the evening. It ended at 7 o'clock in the evening. Did you call anyone on a mobile phone yesterday? Did you call anyone on a mobile phone yesterday? No, I didn't call anyone on a mobile phone yesterday. Did you want to come to school today? Did you want to come to school today? Yes, I wanted to come to school today. Did you kick a football last weekend? Did you kick a football last weekend? Yes, I kicked a football last weekend. Did Kate play on the beach yesterday afternoon? Did Kate play on the beach yesterday afternoon? No, Kate didn't play on the beach yesterday afternoon. Did Charlie and Dan watch animals at the zoo yesterday? Did Charlie and Dan take the animals yesterday? No, Charlie and Dan didn't watch animals at the zoo yesterday. Okay, next repeat. Farm, farmer, 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 farm, farmer. Okay, this is a farm. He is a farmer. Let's practice. What's this? It's a farm. And who is this man? The man is a farmer. Okay, next. Sheep, pig, cow, horse. In this farm, I can see some sheep, some pigs, some cows, some horses, some chickens, some rabbits, and a dog. The plural of sheep is sheep. Okay, so let's practice. What's the plural of sheep? What's the plural of sheep? The plural of sheep is sheep. Very good. Name the animals you can see in this farm. Name the animals you can see in this farm, please. On that farm, I can see some sheep, some pigs, some cows, some horses, some chickens, some rabbits, and a dog. Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to our reading. Our reading is at stage 2, page 154. 154. And our last head word was monster. Monster. Okay, so let's start at page 155. Swimming pool. Okay, which do you prefer, swimming pools or beaches? Which do you prefer, swimming pools or beaches? I prefer swimming pool. Is there a good swimming pool near here? Is there a good swimming pool near here? Yes, there's a good swimming pool near here.